Okay.
Yo, boy.
Alright, I've been practicing my voice like this whole time.
Okay. So. Ooh, wow, this is actually difficult. This is not as easy to pick who to start with. Interesting. Okay, we'll go with it. First idea. Alright. Kit. You have been traveling at a quick pace.
Yeah.
For about a day at this point. What you put behind you, you do not want to look back. You've seen too much to know that what you heard was anything but truth, and you do not want any part of that. As you're traveling, the world seems strangely calm in the wake of what you have discovered. This information pooling in your mind and heart as you run, not totally sure where, do you have a direction that you're running?
She's just going. She doesn't.
Okay, not even paying attention. Just distraught, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, sleeping for maybe an hour when she gets exhausted, and then keeps going, doesn't want to stay in any place too long. After this time, eventually you begin to see the coast come into view. You've been near the Bay of Dreams time and time again through your childhood, and you know that you're coming close to the Dairdarath side of that. I'll put a little marker just so you know where you are on the map. That's very big, Kit.
That's a big kit.
That's a big kit. Running towards the coast, not sure. There's a lot running through your mind, but at the same time, it's a very instinctive need for like anything besides where you've been. You're traveling, and eventually, as you're running, all of the things on your bag clinking and clanking, kind of being worn down a little bit by everything that you're wearing, but not wanting to sacrifice 1 pound of it. You begin to hear like clattering in the distance. You hear like some snarls, like and as you kind of like the ground, the grassland starts to become more kind of gravelly, and then morphs into like thick pebbles and then like sand. And as you get onto the more granular base, you see a scuffle going on. You see this interesting, I guess you know what this is. You see a small creature. Actually, go ahead and describe Jazelras. Jazelras.
Yeah, he's a little under 3 feet tall, like muscular, if a lizard can be muscular. And he has a really long tail that almost hits the ground. He has red eyes flecked with black that are they dart around. They never really look at one thing for too long. They have long fingers with sharp nails, and he paints the talons on his feet red. And he's covered in dark green scales with a little crest on his head. And he has white symbols painted on his scales. With what he's wearing, you can't really tell what it is, but there seems to be it starts at like the base of his tail and then curls around his whole body. And he's wearing like some leather kind of clothes with various bits of chain peeking out from in between the leather. He has a big ol' axe on his back.
Hell yeah.
With a shield. And then he's holding what looks like a homemade spear with a fishing hook attached to one end of it.
And you watch Kit as this tiny kobold is like lunging spear and shield right now. What kind of a weapon would you be? You see Kit...
Depends on what I'm fighting.
Sure. So Kit, you see off in the distance by the coast, you see a very tiny, from your perspective, canoe washed up on the shore, kind of docked slightly, but very hastily, and you see this kobold is fighting large crabs, very large crabs.
Large enemy crabs.
Yes.
I'll have a spear then.
Okay, cool. So he's lunging through the air at these crabs. Would you like to assist at all? You see, he's kind of outnumbered right now. There are maybe like 5 of these crabs surrounding this poor kobold. Jazelras, what are you doing? You just like basically pulled your canoe up, hearing all these like coming up, and like all these like skittering crabs beneath you in the shallow water. And as you docked and got out, these crabs just kind of swarmed you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like tackle one and try and wrap my legs around it so that I can get a good angle to jam my spear in between its shell.
Hell yeah. Make an athletics check. Amazing. Okay, you make this savage lunge towards this crab, and it just like backhands you off of it, and like you kind of go like tumbling off of the side of it. Total. What's your passive perception?
12.
12. Okay. You totally have no idea that someone is watching you right now. And a couple of crabs are going like coming close. They're making skittering noises like through the sand. What do either of you want to do? Kit, are you watching?
Gonna take out her hand axe and kind of like slowly start to move.
Okay. Jazelras, you see this crab is going to try to make a little pinch at you, but you smack his claw aside with your spear. Easy. I mean, this is child's play.
I'm gonna try and hook him with my fish hook and then kind of like trebuchet him into the ocean. Like just hook him with it and just use him to fling him into the ocean.
Alright, sure. Interesting. I'll say you can make like an attack with your spear with it. Sure. Fantastic. You catch him like under the part of the shell, hook him, and just huck him into the ocean. One foe down, 4 remain.
I turn and like hold my spear in one hand and then pull the shield off my back and settle like really low.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like I'm copying somebody, but I'm not doing it well.
Fantastic.
I like, kind of stumble a little bit. I'm like off balance, not really distributing the weight correctly.
It looks very awkward, Kit. But you have to admire the fact that this spunky little kobold is taking on all of these crabs.
I'll just be like jabbing at him from behind the shield.
All right,
like holding it in front of my face.
Okay. Kit, do you want to interject at all, or are you just watching all this happen?
I'll walk up to the nearest crab and like smack it with my axe.
Okay, make an attack.
But I'm kind of like watching between the crab and like Jazelras.
Okay. You kind of hesitantly walk up nonchalantly and slam your hand axe towards this crab. It is already kind of like skittering towards Jazelras, and you end up missing and hitting sand.
Okay.
Jazelras, go ahead and make like a few spear attacks.
Alright.
Wow, I was gonna say this is an easy combat. You are poking at these crabs, but their armor is too thick. You just aren't able to pierce them.
I'll start to get really frustrated.
Alright. What's your AC? Oh, it's crazy high.
18.
Yeah, oh yeah. They cannot get past your killer defense. One of them pinches you for 1 piercing damage. It gets like just under your shield arm and like nips you a little bit.
I'll take my shield and just jump on top of it and like try and body slam it with the shield.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check.
I had to voice my approval of that. That just hurt.
You leap onto its back, and the crab does like a butt bump and like knocks you off.
I go flying way further than I should have.
Oh, absolutely. These are the most ripped crabs. One of them now is turning its attention towards you, Kit. It starts snapping towards you. and it misses. You just managed to like hit its claw out of the way with your axe.
Oh, I changed my armor. Did you see that?
I didn't. What is your AC?
Okay, 13.
Nice. Cool.
Did I
Okay.
Still miss.
Oh, I should be making
Yeah,
all
that
of
still
these with
misses.
disadvantage. My bad.
Wait, why?
Sunlight sensitivity.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's
Alright, I'll
okay.
do that.
It's been basically disadvantage. Uh,
Yeah, level 1's disadvantage.
yeah. Kit, what do you want to do?
I'd smack at it again.
Yeah, go for it.
There.
Nice. You just like cleave this tiny crab in half. One of them now the remaining three. One of them actually is fleeing into the ocean, and then one is going after each of you. Jazelras, go ahead and what are you gonna do as it's skittering towards you?
I'm gonna ignore that one, turn to the one in the ocean, and just yeet my spear at it.
Okay, make a throwing spear attack with disadvantage.
The sun's in my eyes.
Yeah, I'll say for just pure kobold rage that manages to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. So you just huck your spear and it goes. It's like pretty good form. You're actually pretty impressed with yourself as it flies through the. Well, you are impressed. Who knows at
I'm
whom?
impressed with the divine.
Exactly. And it lands by divine right into the hull of this crab. Hull of a crab. Nice, Jacob.
Yes.
Kit, what are you doing as this last crab is like skittering towards you?
Smack.
Yeah, do it. Hell yeah.
Smack.
Nice. Totally same story, just
Max
like
damage.
hell yeah. Oh, that was twice too. Nice. Wow, you guys are not strong. I'm very excited.
Doing it.
Alright. And then this last crab, it just looks between you guys slowly and tries to like bury itself in the sand.
No.
I'm gonna pull my short sword out of my belt. It's
Uh-huh.
like this weird, like, single-edged, and then the other side is a serrated saw blade. I'm gonna flip it over to the saw blade and just jump at it and try and saw it in half.
Okay. Go for it. Go for a roll. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. You begin sawing through it, but you can't get all the way through. You can. I'll say since your sword is already in, go ahead and roll damage again. It takes.
Okay.
It's like a labored 15 seconds
Oh,
before
yeah,
you
just-
finally break through. But finally you feel it give, and this small crab is dead.
Does it split in half?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna reach in and just grab a big handful of its insides and just shove it in my mouth. Just start eating
Start eating it. Fantastic. Okay. And it tastes pretty decent, actually.
Yeah,
For all the
alright.
time at sea, haven't had much. Yeah, this is fantastic fine dining. So yeah, as it's kind of calming down, Kit, feel free to describe yourself.
Okay. So I am a human, and I've got short, red, curly hair that kind of looks like chopped off a little bit, and it's a little bit singed on the ends. And then she's wearing just kind of like plain clothes. She's got her sleeves rolled up, and there's like some burn scars along them, and then just like regular scars along her hands and stuff. And then she's got blue eyes, a couple of freckles, and yeah.
Nice. So Jazelras, you see this human who'd helped you in this fight. You don't know if this person was sent to you from the divines or if they just happened upon you.
Okay. I'll scamper backwards to retrieve my spear and point it at her, but with the other hand, I like dig into the crab and like hold some of the crab meat up to her.
Okay.
She kind of looks at it for a second and then takes it from her. But she doesn't eat
He
it.
steps back and then picks some up, puts it in his mouth, and then points at you, and like kind of pantomimes putting it in his mouth.
I don't actually really eat crabs like this. I don't think I ever have, although I probably could since you are, but I don't really want to right now. Sorry.
It's the bounty of the sea. You must eat it to please Glimmer.
To please who now?
Glimmer, the lady of the slender sea.
I really don't know what you're talking about. It's kind of confusing me here a little bit.
The grand god in bronze. Eat. Partake of her bounty. And I just start like shoving more crab in my face. I like go over and start sawing the other ones in half, eating them. I've been eating fish and gulls and small insects month. Come here, get bestowed with crab. Great Lady Glimmer provides.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but if this poisons me, I'm gonna blame you.
I eat it, I don't die. You eat it, you don't die.
You're also not a human, right? I don't think I've seen a human like you. I don't think you are
I lift
human.
up my arm and like look down at my armpit and like, what?
Kit's gonna eat a little bit of the crab.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
So,
Uh,
you,
oh man.
you ever been, to the Slender Sea?
I really don't know what you're talking about, really? Is that
I'm
okay.
sorry. Allow me
Yeah,
to interject.
no, I do. I
You-
realized it as I started to say.
Yeah, especially because of all of the studies you've done. Yeah, Slender Sea is this big ass sea over here, separating Doran and Alira. Sorry,
I've-
feel free to continue.
Alright, look. I come across the sea.
Uh-huh.
I see crab. Obvious offering from God. I eat crab. I give you offering. Because you also sent by Lady Glimmer.
I don't think I was
Because
sent
you
by
here
this Lady Glimmer.
with food, but you not food, but you are in the same place as food. So, lady, she... oh no. I've never been given anything but food before. Are you food?
No, I mean, I could probably be food to a lot of bigger things, actually,
I
but
pull out my short sword.
you're not bigger than me, though, so I don't think I could really be that good at food to you.
How tall are you?
5'7", I think I said.
You much bigger.
Uh-huh.
Lot of
You're
meat
really
on
small.
those bones.
Oh my gosh.
What did I set up here?
Jesus.
Skinner, is that you?
Not again. I don't think I'd really be the best food. I think you should probably step...
I kid.
I hope you do.
You kill crab. You get what you kill. You eat crab now.
I ate the crab. I ate a
You
little
kill.
bit.
You eat.
I ate.
Waste. Disrespectful. On sea, I eat everything. Bone, tooth, claw, hair, feces, my feces. You waste a glorious bounty.
It's gonna eat the rest of the crab.
As you're eating and snacking a little bit, Kit, you just start to think about the Slender Sea a little bit. Think back to the stories you've heard. And a lot of them pertain to the danger of the Slender Sea. If this tiny kobold actually made it across the sea, that was a feat of a lifetime. I mean, there are, as legend has it, many monsters in that sea that prey on fishermen. I mean, large, like, ships get taken down.
Yeah.
And the crab tastes pretty kind of salty. Not super good, especially because it hasn't been cooked.
Yeah.
Your name.
Oh, my name's Kit. Well, it's actually Catherine, but Catherine's really long, so I don't really like it. And people usually only call me Catherine if they're mad at me or don't know me that well. So yeah, I just go by Kit.
Oh.
What's your name?
Your hatch name.
My what?
Your hatch name.
Like the name that I was given at birth? I just told you.
No, not birth. Hatch.
I didn't hatch. I was birthed. I'm a human. I told you that.
That doesn't happen.
I don't really think you know too much about humans, do you?
Humans, smelly.
Thank you.
No, bad smell.
I'm sorry?
Smell me, this good.
No.
No, seriously.
No.
Smell.
No.
Kit.
Is he like holding his arm
Yeah,
up and
I'm like
pointing to his
holding my hand
armpit?
up to her.
Miss his hand.
See? That good smell.
Make a perception check.
Okay. It's so weird.
You can actually. He doesn't smell great, Kit.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's different. I mean, you're compared to a laboratory and like a workbench and a lot of like smells of arcane things sizzling. That was a strange sentence. But he smells like if a lizard was up close and 3.5 feet tall. Absolutely. Smells kind of salty, like crab guts.
See, this smell you trust. You smell good, you covering up something. Probably killed your family. Humans do that, right? You know, I hate you, father. Yeah?
Maybe sometimes, but not always.
Okay. Well, where chieftain?
I don't have a chieftain. I don't live in a tribe.
Exile. Me too. Who'd you kill?
I didn't kill anybody.
That's something a murderer would say. It's okay, you can tell me, I won't tell.
No, I didn't kill anybody.
Anybody? Huh?
So, did you actually kill somebody?
No. Well, I like to.
Oh,
No, oh, whatever. So, you human, you don't eat meat, or, well, not eat, kill. Same thing, really. Other human kill me, but you don't.
well, you looked like you needed some help. Those crabs were kind of ganging up on you.
You good, human. You good. I remember you. When I conquer this place. In the name of Glimmer.
When you conquered what place?
Huh?
Which place are you trying to conquer? I mean, there's a lot of land over here, and you're a very small person.
Listen. You ever see a kobold? Kill it. Not me, though. Any other. I will conquer them. All. Well,
all
at least
of-
the ones back home.
Just all of the kobolds?
No. Specific ones. Anyway. Where are you going? I need food that isn't crab.
Well, I mean, I could take you up into the forest or something. I mean, I don't actually have a place that I'm going,
Forest?
but I can probably find some place to go, and I could find you something to eat wherever we end up going.
Yes. Hold on. Let me get this one. And I pull out this little sheet parchment and start writing stuff down while looking up at the crab. Like pick some of its meat up and like let it fall through my fingers and keep writing stuff down. And I put it in my backpack. Okay, we good. Food. More. Onward.
Do you have like cooking utensils hanging from your bag?
Well, I do have this giant flask strapped to one side of my backpack that takes up like that entire side.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I do have various pots and pans and like knives
Gotcha.
clattering on the other end.
Okay. Oh shit.
Onward. You take me to food.
Okay.
All right, Kit. Where are you gonna go?
I guess I'll take him back up to where, because I don't think Kit really knows where she is right now. Except, like, she knows where the bay is, but...
Yeah, she knows, like, geographically where she
Yeah.
is. She has not been here, though.
hmm So she's just gonna go up and look for an animal or something.
Okay, which way is she gonna go? Like, towards the road?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make ooh, interesting. I like a survival check.
Uh-oh.
You're looking for a long time. You cannot find any tracks of an animal. It starts to get close to dark.
Yeah.
You're searching for a few hours. You get closer
She's
and closer
gonna,
to the road.
She's gonna, like, stop really suddenly at one point, and she's just gonna, like, snap her fingers, and she's gonna be like, you know what? I actually have rations in my bag. I kind of forgot about them, but I do have food with me right here.
When you stop, I just run into your back. I was following you very closely.
So I'm gonna... Oh, sorry. Didn't actually think you were that close to me. So, would you like some of my rations?
Rations?
It's food.
Well, why did you eat crab then?
Because you told me to.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
It's food.
Show me.
Okay. She pulls out, like, a thing of rations and...
How you make?
What, like, are rations just, like...
I always thought they
It's
were
like-
like jerky and hardtack.
Yeah, basically. That's what I think of too.
You don't really have to do anything to it. You can just kind of eat it. It's supposed to be for eating on the road, so you don't have to handle it too much.
Fascinating. Take it and like look it over.
Mm-hmm.
Pull out another piece of paper and write it down.
Yeah, it's new stuff. Like,
Yeah.
this is crazy. Dried food.
I'll like lick it.
It tastes kind of boring.
I'll hand it back to her. The one that I licked.
She'll hand you another piece.
I'll lick that one too.
Make a perception check.
Wait, this is taste, so it's not a
This isn't,
disadvantage.
yeah.
Only sight is at disadvantage.
Yeah. This one actually, it has something. You're not sure what it is. There's something there. Not quite as boring. About 30% as boring as the first one.
I'll bite it and like savor it a little bit.
On second thought, it is pretty boring.
I guess this do.
Well, I mean, that's all we really have right now. I didn't have too much luck finding an animal for you.
Oh, okay. I go and scoop up the stuff I spit out and put it back in my mouth.
Well, you didn't have to go and do that. That's not what I meant.
No waste.
As you guys are kind of standing here and it's getting darker and darker.
Kit's also, like, always kind of, like, watching around.
Sure.
Just, like, in case she hears anybody else.
Yeah, make a perception check. Especially because you're getting closer to Dardarath.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I would say that you can see, while there is light, like the sun is setting, it's getting pretty low, but you can see the road from a distance, and you'd be able to notice like the silver spears from a distance because of their armor. So you do not actually see any on the road. You do off to the what direction is that? West. You do see kind of like a ramshackle building in the distance, in the middle of a field. And yeah, there are a few people on the road. Nothing too insane. It's pretty calm.
Where we go?
Well, like I said, I don't really have anywhere specific that I'm trying to go. I'm just trying to get away. So we can go anywhere.
Useless. You ever see scale like me, but big?
Like a dragon?
Oh, no, God.
Which god?
The god. Well, a god, probably. It's
I've only
like, big as house, tree.
Well, I've only really ever heard of one god specifically, but I don't think it's the one that you're talking about.
Okay. Useless. Okay, so what's the plan?
How close to dark did you say it was?
Pretty close. I mean, you have maybe like 30, 45 minutes.
Well, if you want to move away from the road a little bit, we could set up camp and then wait till the morning to try and figure something out.
What do you want to do?
Now?
In life.
Wow.
That's a bigger question than I was anticipating. I guess I just kind of want to build stuff and help people by building stuff.
You help people and build stuff in service of Glimmer.
I mean, I've kind of been trying to do it on my own a little bit.
You still do on your own. But you channel Glimmer. You give praise.
I'm not sure if Glimmer would give me anything because I haven't worshipped her ever.
Okay. Say, I like Glimmer. Say it.
I like Glimmer?
See, easy. You done. That's all you do. No commitment. Little commitment. Big payoff.
He's gonna be making poster boards.
See how easy that is?
Uh-huh.
All you need, learn rituals now. That's level 2.
I'll be sure to give it a shot.
You be priestess in no time.
The kid's gonna start setting up camp.
All right.
I'll set up a little tent made of furs and stuff.
All right. Kit, what does your little camp look like?
Probably just like setting up a bedroll near a
Gotcha.
tree.
Are you guys gonna light a fire?
Or probably a little one until it gets dark enough for it to be too noticeable.
Sure. Okay. You do that. The night is pretty peaceful. Do you guys want to do anything over the night?
Before I sleep, I light up a little candle and say something. What language do you speak? Draconic?
Me?
I don't
Yeah.
actually know.
No.
No.
I do.
Okay.
No,
And I
she
say
does not.
something in Draconic, and then I blow the candle out and go to sleep.
The kid's just gonna watch the stars until she like drifts off.
As you're just laying there, looking up at the stars, you can't help but let your mind wander, make patterns out of the stars, always trying to find a way to connect it all. Everything in your life has seemed kind of insane, kind of out there, all unexpected. And you aren't totally sure where your next step leads. But today was different. Today brought, at the very least, something extremely new. Something that you have never seen before in your life. And you begin to think, maybe that's a good thing.
Did he ever tell Kit his name?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, sorry.
No.
Continue.
This little kobold companion that you now have for who knows how long. As you look up and over at the looming spires of Dairdreth in the distance, you can't help but get a little worried. Spend an extra little bit trying to reassure yourself. before finally falling asleep. The next morning, you have a morning ritual as well, right?
Yes,
Jazelras?
of course I do.
Right.
I wake up. I look up at the sun. Is the sun shining?
Actually, no. It is cloudy.
I huff to myself, pull out the giant flask, unscrew it, dip my fingers in it, screw it back up, and then I throw the water over my head and watch it go over my head, and I say a prayer.
Gotcha.
And then I take out a pot of white paint, and I stick my fingers in it and start touching up all the symbols on me.
Gotcha. Kit, what do you do as morning comes?
She's looking through her stuff, kind of like messing around with some gears and wire. Just like taking stock, basically.
Gotcha. You were able to grab a decent amount before you headed out of Jazelras. Most of your personal stuff, as well as some handful of things, if you would like to tinker anything, or try to tinker anything, or touch up anything. So that's on the table if you have any thoughts. Both of you, please make a perception check for me.
Oh no. Afraid.
Ha!
Oh, that's
Wow.
a disadvantage. if it's sight based.
Still, it is. Okay. It could also be hearing, I'll say. Jazelras, Kit had pointed out the direction of the road, which is to the north, and you see in the distance these looming spires of some very large city, larger than any city you've ever seen before in your life by a factor of 10.
I only seen one city.
That's fair. Exactly.
Says
It's
to
bigger.
God.
It is bigger than that city by a factor of 10. You can only imagine what's going on there. What kind of dragons live there.
Oh.
And as you're kind of looking off into the distance after doing your prayer, you see a glint, which is strange for a cloudy day to see a glint in the distance. But as the morning kind of wears on and as you're kind of getting your bearings, from Jazelras you see this little point of almost golden light being reflected towards you. As it gets closer and closer, it appears more and more kind of burnt colored.
Huh.
And you kind of look down at your necklace and see the same color there.
Oh. A sign. I'll get up, grab my spear, and scamper over towards it.
Okay. It is about like half a day's travel. It is, if you, it does seem to be getting closer, but it seems to be traveling on this road.
Oh.
So you guys are about where Kid is. So you guys can like, probably with some good old fashioned engineering, Pythagorean theorem, head them off at the pass.
Kit.
What?
Kit, pack up now.
What? Why?
Pack.
What? Why?
I receive sign.
What are you talking about?
I receive sign. Pack. I start stomping out the fire.
I put out the fire last night.
Oh. Never be too careful. Pack. And I start rolling up my tent.
She starts packing.
All right.
I receive sign. You don't ignore sign.
What sign did you receive?
I pull the cord on my neck and show her the 2 dragon scales I have threaded through it. One of them's silver and one of them's bronze. I point to the bronze one. This light, north.
Okay. Is that really a sign? Or is that just the sun?
Look. No sun in sky. Sun not on ground. Only other light that color on my neck. What else could it be?
If you say so.
Kit, you kind of follow his claw, and you do see this similar color in the distance.
Which
Right.
way is it towards? Is it towards Data?
Yeah, it's towards Jazelras, getting closer in this direction.
Okay.
See? Sign.
If that really is a sign, we need to be really careful, because I really don't want to go too close to that city.
You don't ignore sign.
I'm not ignoring the sign. I'm just saying that we need
You're
to be
ignoring
careful.
the sign.
I'm not ignoring the sign.
you're
I'm saying that
ignoring
we
the
just
sign right
need to
now.
be careful when we go to see the sign because I really don't want to get too close to that city because that city scares me now.
That's so scary.
I am so happy.
Fine, we're going, but we're staying in the trees. I am not risking this. I don't care about your
Divine,
sign.
speak. Glimmer, speak. You listen. I survive month at sea because I do that. How long you survive?
20 years.
Lie. Nobody lived that long. Come, we missed the sign.
I'm sorry, guys. Okay, holy shit. Okay, so you guys go towards it, or at least like head it off.
Kit
On the
is
road.
being very cautious.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm heading straight towards it.
Kit
Okay.
is staying closer to the trees.
Okay, as you get closer, and you kind of keep an eye on him, Kit. But you do, as you get closer, you see more and more the figure of what comes to be a bronze dragonborn. A woman,
Oh.
female bronze dragonborn who is riding this dark horse, much like Katy Perry. And she's
She
wearing
gets sued.
kind of like yes, she's wearing like a very simple kind of dress with like a bag over her shoulder, and she's riding. She has a very earnest look on her face.
Have I seen a horse?
Huh.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I would have.
yeah, in shade.
Shade.
In
Yeah,
shade.
shade. Yeah.
Shade. Yeah,
Okay,
no,
never
shade
mind.
would be is way better. I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
what that city probably with all the trade. Yeah,
Okay. So I will sprint out into the middle of the road.
absolutely into the middle. Okay.
Yeah, like right in front of her.
The horse goes and like goes up on its back feet, and you see this poor woman go, oh my, oh
I go
my.
and hold up my shield.
This horse is terrified and is going to literally drop this dragonborn on the ground and just bolt off in the distance. And she goes,
I scurry over to
why
her.
did you? Why? What? Please, I do not have money.
I instantly drop to my knees and put my hands above my head and press my forehead into the ground.
If you want anything, I do not have it. Please. What? And she like opens up one of her eyes and she looks at you. Oh.
Is Kit anywhere near me?
No.
Okay.
Kit, you just saw Jazelras basically scare off a horse and drop this dragonborn on the ground.
I'm just watching where I can't be seen.
Okay. So I don't see you?
I mean, I've been following you.
Interesting. Would you have
Okay.
paid attention, like kept up with her as she's traveling? Or were you sort
Yeah,
of like, okay.
yeah. Like
Okay.
I would have made sure that she was following me, and made fun of her if she wasn't. But
Sure, yeah, she is. Yeah, you can tell
I wanted to
basically
know if
where
she was
she
on
is.
the road with me.
Oh,
You know where I am, but I don't want anybody to see me.
there's
Okay,
kind of
so
like
you're
an Indiana
obviously hiding.
island. Yeah, there's kind of like an Indiana island out there in the grass.
Oh, in Indiana Island.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like on my knees, like groveling.
What? What is this? Are you here to take my money?
No, I here to give circle of value
What?
offering.
You're a little kobold.
And I hold a crab out to her.
What? Why did
But
you
I'd never look her in the eye. Like I'm always like averting my gaze.
Why did you scare off my horse?
Huh?
What? What do you do?
Take offering.
A crab?
Of course.
She just like starts crying and puts her head in her hands and like weeps openly. This is just another things that is going wrong. I cannot do this.
I swear, my offering was not enough.
I start digging through my bag.
The first months of my life.
I'll pull
She is crying. You see the horse off in the distance. Actually, Kit, like, you can see off in the distance, the horse is like grazing now. It's kind of relaxing a little bit.
I'll give her like a rock.
Okay.
Does this please you?
Make a persuasion check.
I don't have disadvantage. It's a 15.
A rock?
I found across the ocean.
A little smile kind of creeps onto her face, very slight.
Yes,
And she
yes,
like
yes, this
picks
is
it
good.
from your hands and goes, "A gift for me?"
Of course. When did you ascend from heaven?
What?
When did you ascend?
I did not do this. I do not know the words you are saying right now. I came from
You
Drummond.
know Glimmer.
No?
You are
What?
one of her children.
What are you... What? Boy, do you...
Kit.
Kit, what does this mean? What does this kid
Wait
mean?
here.
What?
And I scamper over to Kit.
What are you doing?
You need to explain.
What do you mean?
She does not speak the kobold's common.
What?
Go over there and explain to her that she is a child of Glimmer. The great goddess of the Slender Sea, of course. I think she's scared of me.
She's like slowly picking up her things that were like cast all on the ground.
Don't touch her things, they are sacred relics.
Are you sure that she is a descendant of Glimmer? I don't think she knows what you're talking about.
Look.
I show her my scales. I point to the bronze one and I point at her.
It's like the
See?
same color. Yeah.
See? See? This
Oh.
come from Glimmer. She come from Glimmer. Explain to her, she don't get it.
Kit's gonna go walk out of the... like, walk onto the path, like...
Uh-huh. What are you? Are you here to steal from me?
No. I'm
I would
here-
kill her if she did that.
That seems a little harsh, especially given these times.
I'm really sorry that he scared your horse off and all that, but he
It is-
thinks that you are a descendant of the god that he worships, of the Slender Sea.
What?
I don't know really
But
what he's talking about
this-
either, but
But the Slender Sea is dangerous. No one goes there.
apparently he sailed across it, so I don't know if I believe him.
This little kobold.
I guess.
That cannot be. She like slowly stands up and like brushes dust off of her simple dress. What is your name, child?
Kit. Longer Catherine. I don't like that name, so I go by Kit.
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 Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from, Kit?
Drummond.
You are from Drummond. And at this point, make an insight check, actually.
Uh-oh. I shouldn't have said that.
Uh-oh.
Regret.
Yeah, you aren't really
Regret.
sure. Actually, she seems pretty, like, open. And she seems just kind of, like, happily surprised. She offers, like, a slight smile, and she goes, "You are from Drummond. I have come from Drummond."
You what? You're going there, or you're from there, or?
I am from... Well, my family is from Gutenberg, but we went to Drummond a couple years ago.
How many years ago?
2?
Okay.
There are more of you?
My husband and my little girl, yes.
Oh,
But
oh my.
these are dark times in Drummond, child. Have you
These
been...
are not dark times.
you
You
been-
are here.
Have you been there? In years?
Me or the kobold?
You, child.
No. I haven't been there in a little bit. Nope.
The legends have come true.
What? Which
See.
legends are you talking about?
The Somnabog has claimed the people of Drummond.
What?
So there's this legend that you know. This this kind of scares you a little. This is a story that you were told when you were a kid a lot, growing up in Drummond. There's this tale that the Somnabog used to claim children in the night, like who were bad. Basically, like this is something that parents told their kids at night to make them do the right thing and all that shit. The Somnabog is always kind of off limits. I mean, people don't really go in there because there's some like weird shit's gone down in there, and it's way safer to just not. You've never seen anything dangerous in there, but you've also never really gone in there. So this is kind of startling that she says this.
Are you serious? I thought that was just something that they told kids so they'd take a bath.
Yes, it was, but I think that we believe that there's truth to all of this. The Somnabog, my husband, was brought to the city as a part of a and then in Draconic to Jazelras to translate, she says like rescue party, basically. She doesn't know the word in common. It doesn't know if
the
he
word
knows.
in common?
Absolutely, if she doesn't, absolutely not. It
Tilts her head.
She look people.
She nods. These there were a couple people who were taken, and my husband was very strong, so they sent him into the Somnabog with many of the people, the men from the Roman. But he did not return. 3 weeks ago, he did not return.
Did anyone come back from that looking people thing?
They did not, child. And the girls have not returned either.
Which girls? Do you know exactly which ones?
She nods. Do you know the Highfoot's daughter? Griselda
Yeah.
and Tinks?
Yep. Yeah. I've heard of them.
They were taken into the bog. The people of Drummond, the chief, he asked for help from many of the cities. They sent me to Jazelras to find help from the spears, but they do not want to help. They say Drummond is just a point on the map, that it will be a blip and gone before too long. It is good if it falls into the Bay of Dreams, they say. They will not help us. The girls are taken, my husband is taken. We have lost hope.
Now, your husband looks like you,
Yes.
and they dared touch him?
He was such a good man. And she kind of like starts to break down again and starts
Of
like...
course he was. He was a child of Glimmer.
She like...
This is divine injustice.
She like peeks through her hand that's covering her crying eye and like gives you a questioning look, but just keeps crying.
Kit, this is problem.
It sounds like one.
Holy man captured.
Uh-huh.
Holy woman upset.
I see.
My husband was the priest of Goldenberg.
What did you say?
He was the priest of Goldenberg.
My eyes are like dinner plates.
Please, can you do something to help him?
You are divine messenger.
I turn to Kit and I try to take her hands in mine, like a really heartfelt like kind of gesture. Do you let me do it?
Sure.
Alright, I'll put them in my hands and I'll look up at you and say,
I've been looking for this.
Uh-huh.
He will be High Priest.
Of your god?
Of course.
Well,
We have to save him.
Ooh, man, that's a big if. I really don't know if I should go back to Drummond right now or ever.
Coward.
A little bit.
You know, if you follow Glimmer, she work wonders.
Yeah, if I follow her to Drummond, then it might do a little bit bad things to me.
I follow Glimmer, I get you, I get Crab, she kill Crab, she show me you. Everything work out.
Then she show me Drummond, and I have to kind of turn the other way.
I don't think you understand how this works.
I don't think you understand.
If you help us, we do not have much money, but we will gift you many things.
We
will
require
obey
no
you.
gifts.
We just
We do this for free.
we want
and
our
I
loved ones
stare
back.
philosophically into the distance.
Okay, roll for performance. It's so elegant. Both of the ladies just look at you and their like hearts kind of are like really taken aback for a second. They see this kobold, this tiny little kobold, so determined, looking off into the distance with such purpose. It's inspiring.
I wipe a tear.
She offers you, the Dragonborn offers you a handkerchief.
I'll dab at my eyes and it comes back just horribly dirty.
Mm-hmm. She just kind of like nonchalantly covers it with some dirt and just kind of hides it in the road.
How rude!
Will you do this for us? We have run out of options.
Man. Yeah, well. Kit's
I'm like,
just like having a very intense mental battle with herself.
I'm side-eyeing Kit right now, like looking really skeptical at her.
Make an
She's
insight
just
check,
like-
Jazelras.
She's just like stuttering and like,
You're not totally sure. Like, you think maybe that crab is fighting back, and she's having some like issues. You know, she seems.
I'll skimp her off to find her some grass, some crab grass.
Get some fiber.
I'm getting her some crab grass.
Nice. You
So
find
when I
some, yeah.
told-
You find some easily.
I'll bring it back to her and say, "Eat."
okay. Okay.
I can tell Crab upset you.
Yeah, sure. It's the crab that's upsetting me.
Exactly. Eat.
When
I
I
hand her a big handful of grass.
when I told the Dragonborn lady my name, did she seem to recognize it at all?
Did you say your last name?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. Well. Oh man. Well. I guess if I really do want to help people, I can't say no to this, but this is a really bad first job for me to take on.
This
Man.
divine job can't go wrong.
This divine job might get me killed.
Then you will be with Glimmer. Win-win, no lose.
That could be a pretty big lose.
What do you lose? Mortal coil?
Fine. Let's go back to Drummond.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm not gonna promise that you're gonna. Never mind.
You honor us with your presence.
As you say this, she goes off and wanders to find her horse and tame it again.
I'll like growl at it as we pass by and like.
Hey, be nice to her horse. You scared it off.
He try kill me.
He did not try to kill you. You jumped
You
in the middle
see
of the road.
hooves go.
You jumped in the middle of the road. It wasn't gonna just stop right away. You scared it.
You expect me to be calm
Yes.
in the face of a demigod?
Yes.
Make an intimidation check, Austin.
Yes, I do.
You try to growl and it comes out as like Perry the Platypus is like yes. The horse is confused but feels slightly comforted. Knowing
That was
that
opposite of what I wanted.
it pats you on the head.
Huh. I was not meant to intimidate that horse. No, it is merely blasphemous, ignoring Glimmer's will. That horse is going on a list.
This Dragonborn offers you a hand once she's back on her horse, Kit, to join her on the horse.
Yeah. I'm still I like fiddling with a couple of pieces of like random stuff that I have.
Okay, and she just like keeps riding.
No, I get on.
Oh,
the
you
horse
get
and-
on. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
And then I'm just like fiddling with stuff,
stuff.
to not think about things.
Gotcha. Interesting. Are you tinkering absent-mindedly?
Kind of.
Sure.
I guess.
Make a
Or
tinker's
just-
tools check.
Oh boy. Do I do like what kind of roll do I do for that? Or do I just-
So go ahead and roll it, and I'll see what the mods are. I still haven't had a chance to fix
do I
it.
do it with intelligence?
Yeah, it's intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah. Just kind of like sitting there on the back of this horse, fiddling with all this like scraps and wires and stuff. Looking off into the distance, thinking about everything. When you finally zone back in, you look down and you find that you have actually a very nice kind of like clockwork, almost like little dragon, like fit in the palm of your hand. Very tiny, but just made out of scraps. It's not beautiful or anything, but when you pull the tail, like the jaw opens a little bit. It's very nice.
Is Jazelras just like on the ground next to us, like walking? Or is he on the horse?
Yeah, I'm like side eyeing the horse,
No, I
like kind of like trying to fake it out a little bit, but yeah.
I'm gonna like hand that to him.
Oh, my Glimmer.
Like play with it a little bit.
You convert.
I guess so. Yeah, I took some of the little pieces that I had and made that. It wasn't too hard.
You convert.
I convert.
Yes?
Sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You now acolyte.
Oh God.
Creation. Viable way to worship.
Uh-huh.
Glimmer loves survival.
Yes.
Creation leads to whatever.
I'll just put it in my pocket and like wander off.
That was the best part of my life. That was so funny. I'm sorry. Creation leads to. Anyway, so you ride for like a couple days. If you guys want to do anything, let me know. For the most part, you kind of like camp. There's like an abandoned farmhouse at one point that you guys stop. And this Dragonborn who, do you ask her name, Kit?
Yeah.
Okay. Her name is Bilaxia.
Ooh, gotta get those X's.
Yes.
And then she was there after I left, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy.
Yeah, you get, just talking to her, like small talk, you get the feeling that, you get to know that she, her and her family moved from Guldenberg, probably a couple of years, like 2 years after you left, probably.
Okay.
And yeah, our father or husband, I mean, oops. Maybe both. Why not both? Acted as a like a priest in the city, in the town. Not for Glimmer, but you don't want to tell Jazelras that for Jazelras. Fuck. Holy shit. Yeah. So anyway,
I still haven't told Kit my name.
You haven't.
Yep,
I was
that's
gonna
true.
say it, and I didn't. Kit's also like every once in a while, just like looking over her shoulder, just looking out for
Spears.
spears or like as they get closer, anybody that would remotely be familiar to her.
Sure, make a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a couple people on the road, but most of them are honestly, a couple of them are like filtering from Guldenberg, Drummond to Dairdarath. Like there are a couple in the distance, but you guys are going faster than them. I mean, they have like a cart and stuff. So yeah, would you guys like to do anything while you're traveling, or?
If Balaxia ever makes food, I will study it intently.
I think she probably will at some point. Like she'll make a nice stew. At some point, she'll go and like find a rabbit or something.
Yeah, I'll record all the ingredients and how she makes it on a piece of paper and put it in my pack.
Awesome.
Kit's just gonna be playing around with like random stuff, like
Okay.
kind of like how she did the dragon thing, but nothing like intentional.
Sure. Yeah, a lot of it you are like pulling out your boomerang maybe a couple times and fiddling with it.
Oh, man.
Sorry,
Boomerang.
spoiler alert.
That's a big spoiler.
I was gonna bust that out.
I'm sorry, you don't have a boomerang.
It's okay.
Fiddling with it a little bit, your creation. Yeah,
I like
tinkering.
the remote thing still in my bag, but I don't touch that.
Right. You steer clear of that when you're reaching in for parts.
At some point, I'll ask Balaxia, why you pull head off?
Of what?
Rabbit.
Because this is not for eating.
What? Give.
She hands him the rabbit head.
Every animal for eating. And I'll just take a big bite out of its head.
Mm-hmm. Perception check. This is a nice rabbit head.
Oh, yeah.
Glimmer gave this specifically to you.
Of course she did. It was handed to me by her
By
daughter.
her daughter, yeah.
I'll offer her part of the brain.
I will pass on this, thank you.
I'll just eat all the scraps that she doesn't use in the stew.
Okay. Yes, she makes a nice stew. Kit, it's pretty decent. Some nice home-style Draman cooking. It kind of, it reminds you of home, Kit. It reminds you of your childhood. You've been away for a long time. So it's kind of nice to not be dealing with city food.
Also makes her a little sad.
But yeah, so journey is pretty easy. You don't come across anything too scary. At some point, you guys level up to level 2, and then at some point,
cool.
you guys level up to level 3. But
The LMAO.
so yeah, eventually you guys make it to Draman. Kit, in the distance, obviously before you get there, you see Draman kind of looming. I mean, even from a distance, you recognize building shapes. You see the Highfoot Tinker Shop. You see the fucking Jacob's Notes. Town Hall. You see staples such as Vincent's Many Things in the distance, which is with its thatched roof. Wow, that was a hard sentence. I'm really feeling the 4:30. But anyway, you make it into Draman, or at least on the outskirts. And the first impression you have, Kit, is that there is a great lack of people there. In your time, I mean, it was never like bustling, but you don't see anyone, and it's like midday. Don't see anyone out. Maybe like a cat or a couple people, but for the most part, it's empty.
Is there anything next to the tinker shop?
Building wise?
Yeah.
Interesting. No.
Okay.
No, it is an empty lot.
She's kind of like almost like hiding behind Relaxia too, on the horse.
Mm-hmm. All right, as you're riding into Drummond, that's where we're gonna end tonight's session 0. We did it, everybody.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Everyone has converged, except not really. Soon.
We are near